Hey there, it's Sonia Miller, coach, speaker, and best-selling author, and I help overworked, underfulfilled women to receive what they most want by unlearning struggle. So today we're going to talk about how to receive more easily by remembering our parents. So this might be a new idea. And this topic was inspired by a student in the course that I'm currently teaching, the Receive course, which is designed to do just that, to teach how to unlearn struggle so you can receive your fulfillment with ease. And it's about understanding that most of us actually don't really know how to receive. We know how to chase, conquer, pursue, capture, hunt, but the actual experience of receiving is a nice idea, but not something that a lot of us actually know how to do. And so this question came in, and it addresses the role that mothering or feminine energy has in our capacity to receive. Now, a little disclaimer, whenever I start talking about feminine and masculine energy or mother, father, I'm talking about energies, I'm talking about qualities, I'm talking about awarenesses. This is not about blame or pointing the finger at our parents or things or situations outside of us. It's more about shedding the light on what are the messages that you got from your parents, from society, from your environment that impacted the ideas you have about what it takes for you to receive. And because we live in a culture, at least here in the United States, that really values and validates a hard work ethic. And we also live in a culture that has really rewarded a masculine model of power, which is very much about hunter, warrior, as opposed to this effortless receiving, which comes from being, like the flower, which manifests everything she needs and probably most of what she wants all day long simply by being. That awareness, that way of looking at things is not as familiar to us, okay? So that's the context for this question. And here's what the student wrote. Sonia, I had a good relationship with my mother and she generally met my needs. Of course, some better than others. My father, on the other hand, didn't really fulfill any of them. Does that play a role in any of this? I've already established that my relationship with him has caused a lot of problems in how I seek approval and attention, and particularly from men. But I'm wondering if it plays a role in this course, in other words, in my capacity to receive. In particular, around financial security and being seen and respected were very lacking, and I know my inner child struggles with those things a lot. So because I'm all about unlearning struggle, today I'd like to offer you a less is more tip, because less truly is more when we start to open up to what receiving can be. And here's the less is more tip. Your experience of receiving is intimately connected to your sense of personal value. It's all about personal value. And there are many ways that we develop our sense of value. And we could explore where this sense of value comes from till the cows come home. It can be spiritual, it can be karmic, it can be psychological, it can be parental, it can be conditioning, it can be cultural, it can be many things. But for today, so that we can really address this question, but also to give you a tool that is very, very powerful and very simple, I want to go deeper into the parental aspect, remembering your parents, okay? So the easiest way to explore your sense of personal value is to remember or reflect upon how you felt valued or how you felt unvalued with your parents, okay? Again, this isn't about blame, it's about exploration, it's about discovery, so that you can really take those relationships and those experiences and unpack them to connect with your sense of personal value. So, excuse me, one of the things that happens is in an ideal world, now we live in a human experience, so nothing is ideal, okay? But in an ideal world, what would happen growing up with your parents is that you feel loved, wanted, welcomed, safe for exactly who you are and as you are, okay? In all of your humanity. When you're having a tantrum, they don't say, go to your room. They say, oh, you're having a tantrum. Okay. They give you a safe space. They also don't reward behaviors, but they let you feel your feelings. Okay. It's okay to be angry. Okay. It's okay to have a meltdown. If you're feeling vulnerable or needy, you're welcomed. Okay. And needy even has a negative connotation. But if you need them, if you're sad, if you're confused, you're welcomed. Your needs. If you need to rest, if you need shelter, if you need a place to come to, all of you is welcome. Welcome, saved, loved, exactly as you are. Okay. Now, because our parents are human and they learned from their parents and their environment and their conditioning, our parents are also products of their environment and they do the best they can. And so what happens in our humanity is we don't get that message growing up. Okay, that's kind of an ideal situation. And so what happens instead is we start to get ideas that we have to work for or earn love, attention. Okay, so then it's about, I will do this, I will perform in order to get love. I will give to you, I will provide something for you, I will supply something for you in order to get love. Okay, that sense of value comes from performance. The masculine model of manifestation or power values performance. The feminine model of manifestation or power values presence. You are lovable, you are wanted, you are provided for simply because you are present, you are here, you exist. Okay? That means your experience of receiving is, oh, I'm just receiving because I'm here, because I'm alive, because I exist. And then that becomes your experience of receiving, and that's what you learn about your personal value. But if you have to do, perform, supply, provide in order to feel valued, then you start to learn, oh, I have to work for something to receive. Okay? I have to do something to receive. Enter the hard work ethic. Okay? And again, that gets rewarded over and over again in our culture. And then we learn, oh, I really do get valued for what I do. So the possibility of discovering, oh, I could actually receive and just be value, be worthiness. What's that? Okay, that's where the unlearning comes from. Okay, so that is the less is more tip. It's just about applying some lenses onto your experience growing up to start to discover, what is my sense of personal value? What are the beliefs that I adopted? What are the messages that I got? So that you can start to open up to a deeper discovery. So for this student who's asking, my experience with my father was this, and my experience with my mother was that, I would step back a little bit from looking at, which parent did what, didn't do what, but more about what is the message that you got growing up, okay, from your experience with your mom, from your experience with your dad, and don't make it so much about mother or father, but what is the message? What is the sense of personal value that you learned that was conditioned? Okay. And that's where you can start to see where receiving is easy for you and can be easier for you. And when there's struggle, that you can begin unlearning through the practices that we're exploring in the class. So if this is resonating for you and you want to take it deeper into your own life, here is your receiving opportunity. Okay, I've got 3 questions for you to ponder. You can write them down and just kind of, ask them and be curious and see what you discover. It's more of a fill in the blank, okay, than a question. So the first one is, I feel valued because, fill in the blank. I feel unvalued when fill in the blank. And the third question, which is where things really can expand, is a statement of willingness. I am willing to feel valued, wanted, and loved for fill in the blank. So part of what we learn in the Receive course is how to be an invitation. How to be an invitation for more or better. Because the flower receives all day long. And how does she do it? She just is present. She's in a state of beingness. And she's in a perpetual state of invitation. And receiving really can be that easy. It's been amazing to watch my clients start to get job opportunities, start to have breakthroughs in their relationships, start to have anxiety just come down and experience so much peace. And it's on and on and on. There's been money manifestations, there's been all kinds of insights that are coming. So as we become masterful receivers, it starts to show up in our physical environment. All right, because consciousness creates your reality. And as you get in touch with that consciousness of easy receiving and value, your outer world reflects easy receiving and value. So I hope this was helpful. And if you liked it, please like, share, and subscribe. It helps me reach the people that I'm here to serve. And if you do want to go deeper into this and bring these concepts into your physical world experience, into your internal reality, then check out my free introductory webinar, the Receive Class, at www.receiveclass.com. Check it out and see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.